Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very fine Saturday late afternoon episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 34 past 4 on the 13th of June 2020. I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of mental, physical, fiscal, financial, and just general well-being, and if you're not, I hope things do get better for you very soon. Today we're going to take a look at something I've been thinking about doing for quite a while, and it's kind of like similar to a video I did on this channel some time back. So many of you will remember, like probably around Christmas time I think it was, I did a review of Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer, the bottled version, and I am reviewing another alcoholic ginger beer today. But this one is a bit more cloudy and fiery. See, the thing is with Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer, it is quite light. It's not too heavy. It's just a good kind of drink you want to have when you want to relax, or maybe have it with like a light meal, like a nice salad or bit of fish. This, on the other hand, is probably going to end up being a bit more of a drink that you just have on its own, or maybe with a snack to like kind of relax. And so today we are taking a look at Cloudy, Fiery and Alcoholic Ginger Beer, very simply put, by Umbrella Brewing. So I've never heard of Umbrella Brewing, and it seems that they are based out of London in Holloway Road. So yeah, it might be worth checking them out in the future if they've got any other products. And it's kind of about what I'd expect for this kind of like sort of, you know, concept-y sort of drink. I'm not sure if this is a gimmicky drink, because ginger beer is pretty like, you know, a standard kind of like alcoholic drink in the UK. And it's 5% alcohol volume, so that's about standard as regards to what I was expecting. And it says on the back, for full flavour, turn bottle over before serving. I mean, I don't really have a glass to put it in, but yeah, no, I really like the design of the bottle as well. Very simple, just straightforward. I think this might be an industry standard beer bottle as well, but I really like the design of the label. It's clean, simple, not really into postmodernist art a lot, but like I do like the design of it nonetheless. So yeah, it gets a it's not the most remarkable thing in the world, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10, but it's a very handsome looking label and bottle anyway, so yeah, no, that's not too bad. Anyway, let's open it up, give it a sniff and see if it's, you know, gonna give us a good first impression, hopefully anyway. So, oh Jesus, I just threw the bottle cap on the floor instead of the bin. Anyway, let's give it a sniff and hopefully give ourselves a good first impression. Ooh! Ooh! Wow, that is very strong. Yeah, you do immediately just get a big rush of ginger, but it's like quite, it's not like a super sharp rush of ginger, so it doesn't overpower your sense of smell. It's like, it just comes in there sort of like all flamboyantly, but it doesn't like overstay its welcome. It's quite an interesting smell. It's just very broadly ginger with a slight, you know, fermented tint at the end of it. So yeah, it's a nice smell. Give it a 9 out of 10 for that. But as always, have a quick palate cleanser of water first, and then let's taste it and see what it's actually like. So bottoms up. No, this is not what I was thinking it would be. I was thinking it would kind of be somewhere between, in between like a hazy, rich, sharp, traditional old-fashioned style cloudy alcoholic ginger beer, and halfway between that and like the more sweeter, clearer, slightly crisper, modern alcoholic ginger beer, as you see with something like Krabby's. But it's kind of interesting because it's kind of like a little bit closer to the sharp, traditional, cloudy end of that particular spectrum than I thought it was going to be. And it's got this quite interesting flavour. So it just kind of has this very plain sort of like ginger flavour with this slight citrusy sort of, you know, hum to it. And then like the the fermented sort of like fruit and ginger smell or taste only really kicks in at the finish, but even then it's just like a little fizz. It doesn't really like punch you in the gut or the gullet. It just sort of kind of like pops a little bit at the end of the finish. So you swallow it down and you get that traditional sort of like ginger beer sort of flavour, a lot of fermented ginger, with a slight sort of like crafty beer undertone, with a bit of citrusiness in it, and then you get this sort of little fermented flavour pop at the back of your throat, and it's actually quite interesting. It's quite nice. It like finishes it off very neatly because it's a little sort of pop, a little explosion, but it doesn't like completely ruin the finish of the drink. It's it's really like very smoothly brewed. Even though like ginger is kind of seen as like one of the more fiery and harder to palate sort of flavours you could flavour a beer with, this is actually very smooth and it's very, very palatable. This is really easy to swallow down and go down your gullet. So I wouldn't probably recommend chugging this, but it's easier to sort of swallow down than like some other craft beers I've had before. So yeah, no, it's very, very smooth. And like once you drink a few sips of it as well, you get this sort of like caramelly aftertaste as well, which is quite pleasant. It sort of like allows it to go down even smoother. So yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. It's not what I thought it was going to be at all. Yeah, I would be happy to go out of my way to get this for myself again in the future. I think this was either $2.29 or $2.59 from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove. And you know what? For the price it is, I would probably even be happy to pay like an extra like 50p on top of that for this. This is really, really bloody good. I really like this, and it probably is I probably would say it's better than Krabby's ginger beer, to be honest, even though I do really like that drink. So yeah, I would really recommend this to most beer drinkers, and even to people who aren't necessarily alcohol or beer drinkers. I would still recommend it because it's one of those things you've got to try at least once, and its like flavour is like comprehensive enough that I feel like a lot of people will be able to palate it. So yeah, I think it's pretty good, pretty comprehensive, pretty nice, just general pleasant, smoothly brewed, traditional style fiery ginger beer. So yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Very, very solid. There's just an extra bit of like, I just wish there was a tiny bit more ginger in it, and there's just a little bit of extra pizzazz, I think, that is just slightly missing. But apart from that, still an excellent, excellent beer. Definitely comfortably within the elite level category. So, it's 8.5 and above. So yeah, thoroughly, thoroughly well earns its 9 out of 10 rating. Really, really happy to buy this for myself again. And if you guys found this video interesting or somewhat informative, do leave a like, share and subscribe. And if you want to see any other drinks that you might be interested in me reviewing, leave your suggestions in the comments section below. And if you have any interest in anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description below. But until next time, I've been Ted here on Ted's Booze Cellar. Stay safe, have fun with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, drink responsibly, know your limits, wash your hands, take care of your family, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.